Welcome back. In the last one, I said, "Oh, I'll see you all tomorrow," and then I realized, wait, I'm doing two videos today. Oh shoot, because I missed yesterday because I came really late yesterday, and for some reason, my lazy butt was like, I should do a video on uh on this subject right here and all that. And meanwhile, I'm over here, alrighty, and then I just started watching. I just started watching YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, sure, sure, just start watching random clips. Yeah, you saw Asmon go right there. Yeah, I was just scrolling by and I'm like, oh, another rage bait or something. But yeah, I don't know what's like. I had a good freaking good hour actually, but I just said like I'll do it tomorrow. Like maybe I might just do a few things. And I did record a video, but I wasn't gonna upload it because I realized, wait a minute, I just realized I'm doxing people. Oh, oh, that's not a good idea. So I just started doing this, and so let's just continue on with Numbers 27. But I will actually upload a gaming video later on, probably tomorrow or probably a little later tonight. If I have time, I should have enough time. One day, a petition was presented by the daughters of Zephaniah and Mala la Noah, Uhola, Meleka, and Tisera. Their father Zelaphalada was a descendant of Hephra, son of Gilead, son of Merkir, son of Meshalet, son of Joseph. These women stood before Moses, Israel, the priests, the tribal leaders, and the entire community at the entrance of the Tamarins. Our father died in the wilderness, they said. He was not among Korah's followers. He rebelled against the Lord, who rebelled against the Lord, my mistake. He died because of his own sin, but he has no sons. Why should the name of our father disappear from the clan of his clan just because of he had no sons? Oh, from the last one, yeah. When they were naming all of them, they said that one of them didn't have sons but daughters. Okay, so this is what's going on. Give us property along with the rest of our relatives. So Moses brought their case before the Lord, and the Lord replied, they the claim of the daughters of Zephalah is legitimate. You must give them a grant of land along with their father's relatives. Assign them the property that would be given to their father, and give the following instructions to the people of Israel. If a man dies and has no son, then give his inheritance, or it's hard to say, to his daughters. And if he has no daughters either, transfer his inheritance to his brothers. If he has no brothers, give his inheritance to his father's brothers. If he has no if his father has no brothers, give his inheritance to the nearest relative in the clan. This is the legal requirement for the people of Israel, just as the Lord commanded Moses. One day the Lord said to Moses, climb one of the mountains east of the river and look out over the land I have given to the people of Israel. After you see it, you will die like a you will die like your brother Aaron, for you both rebelled against my instructions in the wilderness of Zion. When the people of Israel rebel, you fail to demonstrate my holiness to them at the waters. These are the waters of Mirabah at Kesha in the wilderness of Zion. There then Moses, what the heck is my nose? Then Moses said to the Lord, O Lord, you are the God who gives breath to all creatures. Please appoint a new man as leader of the community. Give them someone who will guide them whenever they go, and they will lead them into battle. So the community of the Lord will not be like sheep without a shepherd. The Lord replied, take Joshua, son of Nun, who has the Spirit in him, and lay your hands on him. What the heck? I have like things crawling on me. Transfer one of your authorities to him, who so the whole community of Israel will obey him. When directions of the Lord is needed, Joshua will stand before Israel, the priest, who will use the Urim, one of the sacred lots cast before the Lord to determine His will. Did I read that right? Yeah. This is how Joshua and the rest of the community of Israel will determine everything they should do. So Moses did as the Lord had commanded. He presented Joshua to Israel, the priest, and the whole community. Moses laid his hands on him and com- commissioned him to lead the people just as the Lord had commanded through Moses. The Lord said to Moses, "Give these instructions to the people of Israel. The offerings you present as a special gifts are a pleasing aroma to me. They are they are my food. See to it they are brought at the appointed times and offer according to these instructions. Say this to the people: This is a special gift you must present to the Lord as your daily burnt offering. You must uh, offer two 1 year old male lambs with no defects. Sacrifice one lamb in the morning and the other in the evening. With each lamb, you must offer a grain offering of 2 quarts of choice flour mixed with 1 quart of pure oil, of pressured olives." I am losing my mind right now. I keep saying words that I know what they mean and what they say, and I'm over here blanking out. This is a regular burnt offering instituted at Mount Sinai as a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. Along with it, you must present the proper liquid offering of 1 quart of alcoholic drink with each lamb poured out in the holy place as an offering to the Lord. Offer the second lamb in the evening with the same grain offering and liquid offering. It too is a special gift and a pleasing aroma to the Lord. On the Sabbath day, sacrifice two 1 year old lambs with no defects. Excuse me. They must be they must be accompanied by a grain offering of 4 quarts of chosen flour moist with olive oil, and a liquid offering. This is a burnt offering to be presented each Sabbath day. In addition to a regular burnt offering, it must be accompanied by a liquid offering. On the first day of each month, present an extra burnt offering to the Lord of 2 bulls, 1 ram, and 7 1 year old lambs, all with no defects. This must be accompanied by a grain offering of choice flour moist with olive oil, 6 quarts of each with each bull, 4 quarts with ram, and 2 quarts with each lamb. This burnt offering will be a special gift and a pleasing aroma to the Lord. You must also present a liquid offering with each sacrifice: 2 quarts of wine for each bull, 1/3 of gallon for each ram, and 1 quart of each lamb presented this monthly burnt offering the first day of each month throughout the year. On the first day of each month you must also offer one male goat for a sin offering to the Lord. This is in addition to a regular burnt offering and its accompanying liquid offering. On the 14th day of the first month, you must celebrate the Lord's Passover. On the following day, the 15th day of the month, a joyous 7-day festival will begin, with no bread made with yeast may be eaten. The first day of the festival will be official day of the Holy Assembly, and no ordinary work must be done on that day. As a special gift, you must present a burnt offering to the Lord: 2 young bulls, 1 ram, 7 1 year old male lambs, all with no defect. These will be accompanied by a grain offering of choice of choice flour moist with olive oil, 6 quarts with each bull, 1 quart, 4 quarts with the ram, and 2 quarts of 7 rams. You must also offer a male goat of a sin offering to purify yourselves and make yourselves right with the Lord. Present these offerings in addition to regular morning burnt offerings on each of the 7 days of the festival. This is how you must prepare the food offering that is presented as a special offering, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. These will be an offering in addition to the regular burnt offerings and liquid offerings. The 7th day of the festival will be another official day for the Holy Assembly, and no ordinary work may be done on this day. At the festival of harvest, you must present the first of your new grain to the Lord. You must call it official day for a holy assembly, and you may not do no ordinary work that day. Present a special burnt offering that day and as a pleasing aroma to the Lord. It will it will consist of 2 bulls, 1 ram, 7 one-year-old male lambs. These must be accompanied by a grain offering of choice flour moist with olive oil, 6 quarts with each bull, 4 quarts with the rams, and 2 quarts with each of the 7 lambs. Also offer 1 male goat to purify yourselves and make yourselves right with the Lord. Prepare these special burnt offerings along with their liquid offerings in addition to the regular burnt offerings and its accompanying grain offering. Be sure to make all these animals you sacrifice have no defects. Oh, celebrate the festival of the trumpets. Oh, that just happened actually, not that long ago. I heard a lot of people on TikTok saying like, "Oh, September this day is going to be the end of the world and all that." Like this is the end of the world. Jesus is going to come back, judge all of us. You sinners are going to hell. Bye-bye. And they were saying all these things. And they were like, "Oh, it's going to happen on this day because it's also the festival of the trumpets." And in Revelation, the trumpets are the final signs that God will return. Just want a bit observation of that. Celebrate the festival of trumpets each year on the first day of the appointed month in early autumn. Would you look at that? You must call this official day for a holy assembly. You may not do no ordinary work. On this day you must present a burnt offering as a pleasing aroma to the Lord. It will consist of 1 young bull, 1 ram, 7 one-year-old male lambs all with no defects. These must be accompanied by a grain offering of choice flour moist with olive oil, 6 quarts with the bulls, 4 quarts with the rams, and 2 quarts with each of the 7 lambs. In addition, you must sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering to purify yourselves and make yourselves right with the Lord. These special sacrifices are in addition a regular to a regular month and daily burnt offerings, and they must be given with a prescribed grain offering and liquid offerings. These offerings are given to as a special gift to the Lord, a pleasing aroma to him. 10 days later, the 10th day of the same month, you must call another holy assembly on that day, the day of the atonement. The people must go without food and must not do no ordinary work. You must present burnt offerings as a pleasing aroma to the Lord. It will be consist it will consist of 1 bull, 1 ram, and 7 one-year-old lambs, all with no defects. These offerings must be accompanied by a prescribed grain offerings of choice flour moist with olive oil, 6 quarts of chosen flour with the bull, 4 quarts of chosen flour with a ram, and 2 quarts of chosen flour with each of the 7 lambs. You must also sacrifice 1 male goat for a sin offering. This will this is in addition to the sin offering of atonement and and the regular daily burnt offering with its grain offering and their accompanied liquid offering. 5 days later, on the 15th day of the same month, you must call you must call another holy assembly of all the people, and you must do no ordinary work on that day. It is the beginning of the festival of shelters, and the seventh day of the festival of the Lord. On the day of the festival, you must present a burnt offering as a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. Excuse me. It will consist of 13 young bulls, 2 rams, and 14 one-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. Each of these offerings must be accompanied by a grain offering of choice and flour moist with olive oil, 6 quarts of each of the 13 bulls, 4 quarts of each of the 2 rams, and 2 quarts of each of the 14 lambs. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering in addition to a regular burnt offering with its accompanied grain offering and liquid offering. On the second day of the seventh on of this seventh day festival, sacrifice 12 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 one-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. Each one of these offerings of bulls, rams, and lambs must be accompanied by a prescribed grain offering of liquid offering. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering in addition to a regular burnt offering, with accompanied by a grain offering and liquid offering. On the third day of the festival, sacrifice 11 young bulls, 2 rams, and 14 one-year-old lambs, with no defects. Each one of these offerings of bu- each of these offerings of bulls, rams, and lambs must be accompanied by its prescribed grain amount offering and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering in addition to the regular burnt offering with its accompanied grain offering and liquid offering. On the fourth day of the festival, sacrifice 10 young bulls, 2 rams, and 14 one-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. Each of these offerings of bull and rams and lambs must be accompanied by a prescribed grain amount of liquid offering. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering in addition to a regular burnt offering and with its accompanied grain offering and liquid offering. On the fifth day of the festival, sacrifice 9 young bulls, 2 rams, and 14 one-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. Each of these offerings of bulls, rams, and lambs must be accompanied by a prescribed grain amounts of grain offering and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering in addition to a regular burnt offering with its accompanying grain offering and liquid offering. On the sixth day of the festival, sacrificing 8 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 one-year-old males, and with no defects. Each of these offerings of bull, rams, and lambs must be accompanied by its prescribed grain offering and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice a male goat as a sin offering in addition to the regular burnt offering with its accompanied grain offering and liquid offering. On the seventh day of the festival, sacrifice 7 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 one-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. Each of these offerings of bulls, rams, and lambs must be accompanied by its prescribed grain amounts and grain offering and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice 1 male goat as a sin offering in addition to a regular burnt offering with its accompanying grain offering and liquid offering. On the eighth day of the festival, proclaim another holy day. You must do no ordinary work on that day. You must present a burnt offering as a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. It will consist of 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 7 one-year-old male lambs, all with no defects. Each of these offerings must be accompanied by its prescribed grain offering and liquid offering. You must also sacrifice 1 male goat as a sin offering in addition to a burnt offering with its accompanied grain offering and liquid offering. You must also present these offerings to the Lord at the annual festivals. These are in addition to the sacrifices and offerings you present in connection with the vows as a volunteer offerings, burnt offerings, grain offerings, liquid offerings, and peace offerings. So Moses gave all these instructions to the people of Israel as the Lord commanded him. Oh man. Oh brother. That is a lot of animals being sacrificed. Uh, I know it might be bad that they're sacrificing a lot of rams, but back then, actually, I found this out earlier today. Not earlier today. I think it was yesterday. I found out that the reason why the lambs were sacrificed more in the Bible than most other animals is because when a lamb knew it was going to die, it did not fight back. And he basically pointed out that Jesus, when he was being crucified on the cross, he did not fight back. And that was something that I basically just, I could not stop thinking like, he did not fight back. He stood there, he took all the abuse from the people, but he stood there. He stood there getting his, getting hammered in with nails on both his arms, wrists, whichever part of the body went through. It it really wouldn't make any sense. It was so painful to say. Yeah, and it kind of just stuck with me like that's the reason why he's called the Lamb God, because he was supposed to be the final sacrifice that we were going to need in order to be safe from sin. And I just thought about it, and I'm just sitting right here like, yeah, he didn't fight back. Why? Well, just like from a song what I hear all the time. I hear this from a song called "Proof of Your Love." Love is sacrifice, and that's what he did. He knew he was going to die that day. He knew what was needed to be done, and he did it. He did that. He came back to life 3 days later, conquering both death and sin. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna leave it right there because it seems like I thought there was gonna be something else going on here. I guess it's gonna be later on tomorrow or other things. Looks like I'm reading through a bit of four, and it seems like oh it looks like this is mostly gonna be about dating, or I think it's gonna be something like that. I think it's something gonna be about like dating nowadays. Like dating nowadays is gone a little too far. Quick little tangent. Dating nowadays has gone a little too far. Somehow we went from back in the day, like seriously, if you were back in the day during these times, if you were doing anything just behind without marriage, oh man, you would basically be labeled just horrible names. And nowadays it's so normal for people to just go out, date. They date for a while and then they just start fooling around and doing all these other things. And it's like, that's not dating. It's like, oh, the Bible doesn't talk about it, but it looks like it's going to be talking about it in Numbers 30 tomorrow. And it looks like it's going to be on verse 10, somewhere, 9 or 10. Oh, wait, no, that's talking about divorce. Yeah, we'll see tomorrow. Well, we'll see tomorrow what we got for tomorrow's reading. And until then, I'll see you all till next time.